has planted his church to what? To declare his will to us often. 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 Not anywhere. Not any institution. Not anywhere. But his church. God not all of us as believers, his children. But God is the God of structure and order. The God of systems. The priest is the custodian. A lawyer understand his onions. Are you getting me? A legal person understand the law that governs his space. Same with priests or pastors or ministers. We are all believers. Hello? We are all. But at the same time, God himself has placed more responsibility on some than some. Are we together? So God will not call me. If God knows that probably when you come here, I will be speaking about what he wants, what I want. No. A servant is a servant. God desire become his desire. That's why Joseph was one of the best. Joseph was one of the most best loyalists in the Bible. Joseph. His boss was not a godly boss, the king. But go to the account of Genesis. Joseph did everything to make sure that man became extremely blessed. Go to the account. I said, Joseph, let me born again Christian. Joseph, people will come with hunger. You will negotiate with them. What can you offer? What do you have? Their last portion of land, inherited, they will collect it and give them grain. They're a businessman, Joseph. And the Bible says it will allot everything to the king. How come a man that lived up, a man that lived to see his fourth generation, he reigned all through, was a man. You cannot work under any boss, under any leader, and you are productive. Giving them delivery. They are gaining, they are not losing, without them promoting you, lifting you high. There's nobody who set up like that. It's a principle. And the Bible says, and they made all the land to become the king's land. Apart from the priests of Egypt, they didn't touch their own. Their own. And the king, they were paying the priest from the treasury. I said, Joseph, because I said, me, I'm a pastor now. I've done this emotionally. I go without anything in return. But Joseph don't do anything free. Not do the scripture, not more. Joseph, not more. They will negotiate from you. What do you have to offer? Apart from his father and his siblings. Joseph, he was loyal to the king on every side. Then God now taught me something. Be like that. So Joseph represents us, and the king represents God. Many of us came and God lost. Hello, what did I say? In the kingdom, many of us are gaining and God is losing. Many of us in the kingdom. How do you gain? You know how you gain. If they resize your scale, your personal needs being met and God's needs being met, they will it in a scale. They will it. Which one is much? But it's wrong. That's not God's plan. If they weigh your own scale now, they weigh it most times. We are the ones gaining while God is losing. But God is used. Most time our Christianity is to use God. Yes. This 21st century Christianity. If is this, because if you go to the scriptures, the early church, this was not their mentality. Never. But our era now, we have a mentality to use God. To use God. So we use God to get miracles. We use God to get breakthroughs. We use God to get our lifting. We use God to get our needs met. We are users of God. But God cannot use us. If I thought God scaled it, He said, you are 99.9. I'm just 1%. We use God. we use it. And he knows. Habituated. But the early church were selfless unto death. Were selfless to God. That is why they encounter so much love, so much unity, so much bond, so much oneness, so much grace, so much power, selflessness, too selfish. While we go to church, our mentality, my problem, my need, my problem, my need, my problem. May I tell you, that's why I'm different from you. But my own, God's need, God's problem, God's need. You may think God is not problem. You are wrong. You are thinking my problem, my need. I'm thinking God's problem, God's need. God has problem, God has need. Every soul that will go to hell is a problem to God. You don't know. God man was never created to go to hell. Hell was prepared for Satan and his angels that fell, rebel, not man. But every man that will tread that path, well, it's your choice. You choose him over me. It's your choice. God became man. The man was his problem. And he became man. But man was his problem. He became man and died on the cross. A death of humiliation. And give us the ministry of reconciliation to continue where it stopped. And empower us by the Spirit of God. The way I'm thinking about God as my concern, I can lack. Common sense. The reality. We are consumed. Oh, no, please, I want to be honest to you. Our teachings are people understand though. How come you can be tortured with your personal illness? You are oh, this sickness, oh, this pain, oh, this. You are so tortured. Just imagine if you are so tortured that your sister is not saved. Like that. How would God feel? If you are so tortured, you are tormented, you are tortured. That your fan, your child, your neighbor is not saved. Your colleague, you have that pain. That's the way people differs. The way God looks at Mr. B, all Mr. B outcry and tears and pain is that illness that he has or she has. While Mr. A is torture and pain, is crying, wailing, crying, oh God, please save my wife, save my in-law. That is cry. The same pain, the same cry, or channel into different direction. One pains is personal need, while the other one pains is God's need. Hello? The reality. I walk daily thinking about God's need. I walk troubles in. Why you walk daily thinking about your need? God looking at you. I'm telling you, cheap way to be free from struggles.